Hello everyone and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 24. It is now time for our final round of our Moto3 career mode. One more round and then it's time to start our Moto2 career. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Valencia, the final round. So here we go then, boys and girls. We're going to be starting from the back of the grid, and I have an interesting concept to test out today. I'm thinking that if we're able to get through on every single rider on the hardest difficulty AI from starting at the back of the grid, then I think once we get to the front we need to reduce our power to see if we can keep the action close and exciting. I thought of the idea in the last one in Sepang, but the video actually ended up getting really interesting as we caught up to Tayo Furusato in the latter stages of that Grand Prix. But today I have no idea how it's going to go down. All I know is that we won our first ever Grand Prix in the debut season, exactly 1 year in virtual form in this track here today. So I am thinking this one's going to be quite an easy experience for us, so we'll see how it goes. But what I can tell you is that already we're up to 8th place, so this might be going pretty peachy already in just a matter of 8 corners. We might be reducing the power down sooner than I anticipated. Let's see what happens here today. And of course, guys, if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe as well. And what was the thing they used to say? Favourite or send to your mates? Yeah, do that and all. Why not let it fly? But here we are then, hoping to get through on Joel Kelso, as a matter of fact, as the Champi Hedos corner is now obviously much better in MotoGP 24 than it is in Ride 5. I've crashed a few times there in Ride 5, but never it is happening in MotoGP 24. Beautiful tight apex there to the Adrian Campos corner. Oh, I just touched the offside of the circuit there, just on the green. Nets me my first track limit warning. So here we go then. Onto the power and into the left-hand side. I want to try and ooh, Joel Kelso, no! I thought he was going to go for a lunge there, just punted me ever so slightly wide. That means I've lost track positioning. But now into the Doohan corner, you can see the gap that has completely disappeared. Not just for myself, but for Joel Kelso as well. So he's clearly got some pace at this stage of the Grand Prix, but has he got pace to go around the outside like that? I think not. Real life Joel Kelso, absolutely, but not virtual form. They didn't do him justice in MotoGP 24. But now into the left hand side, you can see a couple of riders here. Ivan Ortola leading the way, who hasn't had the best of seasons in our Moto3 career mode so far, but he's certainly showing his mettle towards the end of the season. So too little too late perhaps, but it's a good way to start your momentum and build from it for the next season. So with us into the left hander, this is a prime opportunity for me to get through there on Jose Antonio Rueda. Ooh, I had to downshift then and just hit the rear brake just to try and avoid hitting Tayo Furusato. That was a rather scary experience. So now onto the right-hander then, tight to the apex, quick change of direction. Oh, barging our way through on Jose Antonio Rueda. Actually clipped through him there, as a matter of fact. Glitching our way to the top 5 positions. Maybe I won't be able to use this power thing I was thinking about. That soft front tyre is getting rather warm as well, isn't it? Cross the line, Furusato temporarily the fastest man on circuit, but I didn't see how quick he was. But he was immediately battered by ourselves to the 140.405. Numerous riders going wide there. Ortola is now in a difficult situation. I thought it was going to bump him in the rear there, but thankfully we got past. And now we're up into turn 2, taking a bit of contact from Ortola or Rueda. It was one of the MT-MSI bikes. Colin Vire getting involved there. Goodness me, that was close. In fact, shout out to Colin Vire. He commented on my reel on Instagram a few days ago. How cool was that? I was really pleased with that. In fact, no, it wasn't. It was today, actually, as a matter of fact. Really pleased to see Colin Vire witnessed himself in virtual form denying me for a podium in Qatar. I called him a cheeky bugger in that one, and he still approved. What a great guy. There is Tayo Furusato, and you know what? This is the last overtake before we need to make that decision. Do we drop down the power, or is power setting 3 going to be enough to keep this one entertaining and action personified? Look at that overtake. Straight into the Yamamasia corner. We got through without any problem whatsoever. Furasata couldn't stop that, could he? Is that it? Is that the time? Is this the moment where we've got to make that decision to change the power option? We're gaining a lot of time on this lap as well, so I think we're going to have to. 0.3 is the difference, so careful not to run across the curb. Don't fancy netting myself another track limit warning, and across the line it is... Oh, that's a fast lap time, isn't it? I don't know if I should do it yet. I don't know if we need to. Didn't need to do it in Sepang. It certainly kept the video interesting nonetheless. 0.2 of a second, 0.4. Oh, it depends. I don't know. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just drop the power down to 2 and figure out how different it is. I don't know whether I should drop down to power setting 1. That's the one thing I'm not sure of, because I think I have used power setting 2 briefly in Catalonia in the wet, and it didn't feel all that slow. So perhaps power setting 2 is not quite slow enough to keep the Moto3 battle alive. Of course, World Championship is done and dusted. We won that a couple of rounds ago in the Chang International Circuit, and since then it's been pretty smooth sailing. We're on 5 victories in a row. Soon could be 4 victories in a row here today, but I want to be challenged. I want to end on a high, but I want this video to be fun and exciting, as it is the very final time we will be touching Moto3 career mode in MotoGP 24. 21 rounds of pure excitement. Perhaps not all of them. I think Mugello is a little bit boring, but apart from that, I'd say that we had some pretty much cracking races this season that I don't think I'll ever forget. The battles with Taiyo Furasato have been absolutely legendary, and in fact, this gap is coming down on power setting 2. He has the Honda speed. If he can't get past me on this straight, then we need to drop down to power setting 1. No, he's pulling time. He is definitely pulling time away from me here. He might go for a lunge into turn 1, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there he is. Just giving a little bit of a nudge up the backside. And we go into turn 1, and there he is. Already through goes Taiyo, a bit deep to the Martinez Aspar corner, but we're able to bounce back and achieve the top spot. Dispossessed him of first place temporarily, and we got back. Yeah, this is not so fast, is it? This could be quite the challenge actually with power setting 2. It's goodness me, but oh, Furasato making me nervous there. As now we see Colin Vire launching it up at the inside. Goodness me, the contact from Taiyo and Colin then. I've seen Taiyo, he did gesticulate a little bit. He wasn't happy with that particular contact. But I'd have to say, I think it was Taiyo's fault that occurred, not necessarily Colin's, as he gets bumped once again. But you see the speed of the Honda though. It has got a lot of speed, a lot of oomph and torque to get through. In fact, they gave Taiyo the warning for that one actually, so I don't know what he was complaining for when he was quite honestly the aggressor. Look at this, 3 abreast going into turn 10, all of us getting close together. Taiyo gets shoved off the circuit, and now all of us are bunching up once more. Oh, Joel Kelso's gone down. Not a great end to his season with the CF Moto team. Oh, he's out. He's not just crashed, he's out. Early bath for Joel Kelso, it seems, in the Ricardo Tormo circuit. Colin Vire has the inside line. Beautiful apex there for Colin. Actually puts me in a difficult spot. But now, able to get on the power. But with the lack of power 3, we're not going to get through, are we? Around the outside, possibly? Oh, look at the speed of Taiyo Furasato. Yeah, this is the right decision, ladies and gentlemen. We do need to stay on power setting 2 then for the Grand Prix here today. Colin Vire throws it up at the inside of Taiyo. And now, we've got a 1/10 of a second advantage. I do like to see it materialise this way. I do like to see us battling with the AI, the 120% difficulty artificial intelligence, pushing me to the limit. Just think, ladies and gentlemen, just because this season ends, it doesn't mean that we say goodbye to Moto3 career mode, to MotoGP career mode. We just say goodbye to the 250cc machines. We will move up to the Triumph 765s. We will go to Moto2 to hopefully do battle with more of these riders here. I hope someone else joins me. I hope Taiyo Furasato joins me in Moto2. That would be the icing on the cake for the next season. It really would. But I think he should stay, though, to be honest. In the terms of real life, I would suggest Tayo to stay and probably win the Moto3 Championship. He's clearly capable of doing it. And you've got to look at the speed and the sheer strength of some of the riders in this class right now. I think there's a lot of riders that can win. Tatsuki Suzuki, of course, one of them. Pushed us right towards the end of the World Championship. Or at least the third round from the end. So it was a good effort from from Tatsuki-san. It's a bit wide there for the Adrian Campos corner. That has put me in a difficult spot now because I don't have the speed to ensure I can keep the straight line speed up. The man on board the Red Bull KTM comes through, and no doubt that Tayo's probably going to squeeze us out as well. Here goes the Japanese rider. Goodness me, did he turn in so much? And now he's down. How many races this season of mass? Oh my god, look at that hit from Ortola. How many rides this season have myself and Tayo Furusato clashed and collided in a Grand Prix? I don't know what line it is that they take into turn 1, but it's an awful line. I could not avoid that. That's my line to turn in. You were behind me, sunshine. That was absolutely asinine, that from Tayo. Look at that. Goodness me. Getting picked up mid-corner there from Ethan Ortola. He just picked himself up a track limit warning as well. Good to see the CF Motos back up there. Well, at least one of them. David Alonso is in there in 3rd place. Here we go. With 10 laps remaining. I must confess, this has not gone down how I would expect it to be. So you know what? Since we've been dropped, I think it's important that we always back into power setting 3, back up to the front, and then reduce power setting 2, because I don't know if we could win with power setting 2. I think that would put us at too much of a disadvantage. Look at that move on David Alonso. Wow, look at that. Hung out the Colombian to dry. Like being on a maiden. That is superb. Brilliantly done. I'm happy with that overtake, really am. Good stuff. We did have to use power setting 3 for that one, unfortunately, but now we have an opportunity to get back up to the 2 riders at front and start fighting. Oh, Angel Piqueras to be given along that penalty. We could see that on the LED panel above the start-finish straight, of course. Colin Vire, where are you going? Get him a map, someone, Jesus! He came onto the track so aggressively then. And there is that. Now it's a new race leader in the form of Daniel Holgado. So this is definitely the right way to play. I'll have to bear this. Oh, look at that! Is it going to work? You betcha. What an overtake. And you can see the difference in their power because we've just overtaken a few riders with power setting 3 on. And we're still in the green in the Delta. Now we drop to power setting 2. That's going to disappear, isn't it? It is. It's dropping quite quickly. Oh, we are losing quite a lot, aren't we? To leave the 10th per every single second of time. That's a lot of time to lose. Maybe it's not that dramatic, but you get the point. It's still rather intense to be losing so much time every single moment. One thing I can say is we'll have plenty of fuel at the end of this one. Not like it really matters in MotoGP 24. Or Moto3 for that matter. 0.2 of a second is the gap. Can I hold on to this lead going across the line? Is it possible for me to lead and finish this Grand Prix on the final lap? I don't think it is. I think we're going to have to very strategically and cleverly lose the position on the penultimate lap and then go full send with power setting 3. I think that's the only way we could possibly win this. Look at that weird leaning angle. Oh, the angle that we're both of us leading in there. There's Holgado goes up on the inside. See, this is what I'm talking about. What is that lean? What is that angle that they're taking into the first corner? If they're going to do that every single time, it's going to be a collision almost every lap if I'm in second. My line is probably the only one that the real players would use, and everyone else is going to be using that completely bonkers line where they just go so far into the corner. I don't think that's how Jorge Martinez Aspar would take his corner, to be quite honest with you. Seems to be pretty good in every other corner, but just turn 1. No, Farioli's been given a long lap penalty. Was that exceeding track limits one too many times? It may have been. 0.4 of a second is the gap to Suzuki in 3rd place, so that gap is certainly close. Look at that! I tell you what, if we win this Grand Prix, never mind, but if we win this Grand Prix and Suzuki either crashes out or doesn't finish in the top 10, we might finish this championship 100 points ahead of our closest rival. I didn't expect that. I'll tell you that for nothing. I did not expect that. Look at Suzuki around the outside. Bravery personified. Oh, I bumped him. Oh, that's awful. Oh, I bumped him. Did he slow down mid-corner? Was that my fault? Oh, I don't know. I think that might have been my fault. Well, Race Direction can view that now, can't they? And no doubt it'll be me who gets punished. If that's the case, then it'll be power setting 3 to the end of this video. Suzuki, whoa. That was ugly, that was, wasn't it? That was really ugly. I didn't like the way he popped up so quickly as well. He absolutely schooled me with that move around the outside as well. Gotta give him full credit. I can't believe that's just happened. I just turned in as normal. I didn't realise they would touch him. Oh, Stefano Neppa's gone out. Quite like Stefano Neppa, good rider. Now into the right-hander then. Tight to the apex. Approaching Colin Via's 10th of a second lead with power setting 3. We're going to decimate this lap time we set earlier on. It was a 1:39.6 from earlier on. With power setting 3, look at this, beautifully done. But if we do get through, I'm going to have to drop to power setting 2. Ramming accidentally, and that's a track limit warning. That's not ideal. Onto the brakes then. We might be able to pull a bit of time. Oh, Colin back up at the inside. Good job I realised that. I had to lift up quite promptly as we go round the outside of the Red Bull KTM man. He will not let up, will he? Gotta say, I admire that temerity to throw it back up at the inside going into turn 11. I love that confidence from the Dutchman. But we ourselves are not shy of lacking in confidence, are we? We're not shy in coming forward. So once we conclude this lap time, I'll drop it back down to power setting 2. So here we go. Out of the left-hand side. Of course, guys, if you are enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying the video here today. Apologies if my voice sounds a bit different. I've got a bit of a sore throat, so I'm just doing what I can to still make it fun and exciting, but without trying to scream my head off. So into the Martinez Aspar corner for the 11th time of asking. We are now half a second clear from Colin Via. We are absolutely checking out. Can we get a cracking lap time in here and break the resolve of Colin Via? We are plodding on now quite nicely. Ooh, a bit deep there for the right-hander for Nico Tyrrell corner. Former Moto3 world champion, of course. And again, into the right-hander there. We're losing time once more, aren't we? Oh, I've not dropped the power. I've not done the power. I've not dropped the power. Oh, I've done it. Apologies, not even listening to my own advice here or own challenge. Apologies, I cheated. I cheated there, my mistake. But I do feel that's not going to make a difference, is it? I think they're still going to catch me. Yeah, now that I've dropped down to power setting 2, Colin Via has absolutely chomped my 6/7 of a second lead that I had on lap 11. This is going down to the final corner. It might be a little bit manufactured and a bit choreographed since we're holding the powers of dictating the Grand Prix, but it's going to be for a good finish, and I think it'll be worth it, I think. If you like this concept and you want me to do this more often, let me know in the comments section down below. I think if I get to Moto 2 and any of it seems too easy, I will immediately drop the power down. I've no problem doing that. That's something I had to do for the older MotoGP games where the 120% AI is just not tough enough. And in fact, this is a move that is tough enough from Colin Via. Goodness me! Danny Holgado with the punt. Well, I'm not staying on power setting 2, I can tell you that for free. That was a hit and a half. I'm definitely gunning for Holgado now. They really don't get that right, do they? They do not get turn 1 right, but they... Ooh, thank goodness the AI are more aware of the surroundings. I know they just punted him into turn 1, but that overtake there would never have happened in previous MotoGP games. They would have just turned into me and would have sent us both careening off the circuit. So, out of turn 6, Farioli's been given another warning, so he's obviously not having a cracking race, is he? We're one more track limit warning away from a penalty ourselves, so we must be careful. Ooh. Colin Vire, I bet he tensed up then. I don't even know if he would have seen that. He would have been fixating on the apex of turn 9 as we now launch up at the inside of Danny. I don't mind giving him a bit of elbows. Certainly no shy of doing it himself, is he? I could try and position in his way there, but I couldn't quite make it stick. But on the inside and tight to the apex, we're getting through. We are, in fact, getting back through. If we get through on Colin, might have to drop it down to power setting 2. So I've got to be careful here. Keep it in tight to the apex of turn 14. Eyeball him up. Goodness me, even with the exit there, I'm not able to catch up to the number 95 across the line. It's a 140.703. I might go for the lunge here, but I like to do it around the outside. I don't like that inside apex. It's too tight. Beautifully done. Exactly what I anticipated. He's gone through. He's made the mistake. Down to power setting 2 for us. Chance to take the victory in the lower power option. Lap 13. There is going to be a crescendo to this Moto3 season. This is going to culminate in one final Moto3 experience in MotoGP 24 in the Moto3 career mode that will not be forgotten. We have had terrific races this season. Terrific YouTube short-worthy moments. Terrific Instagram reel moments. We've had everything. And it's gonna come down to this final race. I want to end on a high. I don't want to end Moto3 in turmoil. In MotoGP 23, I'm pretty certain I crashed out in the wet in the final Grand Prix of Moto3, but the good news was I had a 26-point advantage over one of the riders. I don't remember which one it was, and yeah, they won that race, so I actually won by a single championship point. But it disappointed the Moto2 guys, and I only got offered the forward motorcycle. This is going to be different. We're a KTM star, ladies and gentlemen, on the BOE Motorsports. Jose Boedo is going to love every bit of action from us this season. Why not let him end in a bang? Finish on a high with the BOE Motorsports KTM team up on the inside then. This is the lead, even in power setting 2. We're getting through. Oh my goodness, Colin. That's a bit of a bump, that is. That's a nasty bump from the number 95. More bumping and battering going on into turn 2. We occupy this for now, goodness me. There's the Doohan corner. It does get quite congested, especially when there's a championship fight going on. If I'm not mistaken, Foggy took out Acosta there. Lorenzo punted Danny Pedrosa there. Fabio Quartararo and Pecco came to collision in 2022. So yeah, a lot of action materialised in turn 2, should I say. Aptly named the Mick Doohan corner. Tatsuki Suzuki's flashed up. He's got a long lap penalty. Okay. Bad times happening for Suzuki-san, apparently. But into the left-hander there, up in the inside of the apex of turn 8. Can we squeeze past? Oh my god, look at that collision. It's riders colliding and bumping and battering into turn 10. And we're still standing tall after losing 1.2 seconds per lap. Oh no! Oh, I didn't want to do that. I was trying to get the position so I could get that angle in there, but unfortunately, I met Alonso right where I didn't want to. So it kind of looked a bit dirty on my part, then giving him a bit of a shove. Gap is down to 0.2 of a second. There's not a chance I get through into turn 1 leading this Grand Prix. The gap is 0.2 now. What is it now? 1.6. At 0.1 of a second, half a tenth of a second. Here comes Alonso, the Colombian, going for the lead. Here into Valencia for the final race this season. Oh, I got bumped. Oh, wait. Oh, Alonso's down. Oh, I think it was me again. I think that was my fault. I thought I was going to get bumped from behind, so I actually accelerated a bit so they wouldn't hit my rear tyre. Oh my god, I can't believe that's happened again. It's so hard to avoid the AI when they make lunges like that. Why is he going so wide into the Martinez Aspar corner? Makes it difficult. It really does as we punt. Oh, that's harsh. That's an aggressive punt that into Ortola. You shouldn't get a track limit warning for that. That was my fault. I'm really pushing now to catch up to Holgado. I'm feeling the pressure. This is lap 15. Only got a few more corners to go, and Holgado's got a gap. I can't afford to not finish out on top here. My ego, my pride, it won't let me. I've got to finish on a high. Oh, beautiful lunge coming here though on Colin Via. That is what you like to see. Somebody get me a drink. My throat is killing me, but I've got to keep on going because we're 3/10 behind Holgado. We are closing in though. This is it. I tell you what, I've said this a few times now, but I'll tell you this for nothing. I'll tell you this for free. I think this is going to materialise exactly how we want it. Bear in mind, if we lead across the line on the penultimate lap, we will start the final lap in power setting 2, only to be beaten by Danny Holgado. If we're in pursuit, we can use power setting 3 and therefore make a lunge to go for the victory. Oh, Colin. So look how wide we both go, though. Don't need to take the apex that wide. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Colin. Come on. You're better than that, son. Bit wide there for the Doohan corner. 3/10 of a second it is now that we're losing on the Delta. I'm trying to make short work of Colin. Bit aggressive, I know, but we've got to make it stick and we've got to make it through. Holgado now leads by the thin margin of 3/10 of a second. Bit wide there. I cannot afford to touch the curbs and run off them. Keep it in tight. That's fine. That's clear. Do not run it deep here and go onto the green. We're still going strong. Turn 8 is where everything went wrong for a couple of Japanese riders a few years ago. Ayagura's championship went in turn 8. It's not happening to me. Well, we've already won the championship, I guess, but never mind. We're not crashing and ending our streak of victories here today in turn 8. We're closing in. This is it. This is setting up for a wonderful finish. This could be an absolute brilliant finish to our Moto3 championship as we dive into the right. No, so no! Ah! Oh, Matt, you idiot. Oh, no. I can't believe I've done that. I can't believe I've done that. That's not even the side of the tyre that has taken the most battering. Oh, no. And now I'm behind Tatsuki Suzuki, so I'm going to lose the objective and all. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. That is not how I wanted to end this season. We have come up short. The crescendo, the climax, the culmination of 16 laps of hard, bloody work wasted for me being a plonker diving into turn 16 too aggressively. I only said in that corner earlier about 7 laps ago that I don't crash in that corner anymore. What a muppet. Oh, I'm gutted. I'm absolutely seething. Riding with gritted teeth for this next bit. I can only apologise, guys and girls. Oh, I'm miffed. My throat has gone now, and oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Why? I will rue the day I went too early into the apex for turn 12. We might actually get through on David Munoz here, but we won't be able to get through on Suzuki. Still showing our mettle towards the end here, but my God. Can't believe that has just happened here. Look how much quicker we are as well. I can't get through on David, actually. Excuse me, son. I'm trying to get past, mate. I need to catch up to the Japanese rider ahead. Oh, and now we're deep for the Adrian Campos corner. Oh, and David. No, come on, David. When we've worked well together as a team all year, let me have this moment. Did we get it? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh, I'm deflated. What? Why didn't we get 6? If we finish an identical lap time, identical finish time, then surely the lap time of whoever had the quickest time would be taking the top spot. Never mind, eh? Oh, I'm disappointed to end on this one. I really am, guys. I can only apologise. But we will be starting our Moto2 season very, very soon. Sergio's going to be cracking on with the helmet the second I show him what team we've got. And yeah, we can work it out together and we can start the Moto2 season. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed. I'll show you a bit more information about Moto 2 when I get the chance. But for now, that is it from me here today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And as I say, like and subscribe. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Also, I'll finish up on the Teams Championship, which is bugged. We should have won this one, but hey, it is what it is. So guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.